In the know.
Good evening, everyone.
In the know.
Tony Reeves, fire. Following the news in any way, shape, or form. No shortage of things to talk about. What does it mean? What will it bring? This is a reality we simply have to accept. Tony Reeves, fire. Tony Reeves. Let's go ahead and get started.
All right. Had this happen a million times, but you went to your disability hearing. You think it went badly. So what do you do? All right, real talk. When people come to me and they say, oh my God, I think the hearing went badly, I stopped them and I said, okay, I don't want you to focus on, let me back it up here. Why do you think it went bad? And what I mean by that is not trying to be condescending, is that when people say, and this is where attorneys, we come off as sounding kind of cold, so I don't want you to think I'm being cold when I say this. That's such a vague relative term. What do you mean by you think it went bad? Focus on the specifics, not the emotion. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, this is your case, so you're going to be emotionally invested in your case. Got you. We're right there. All right. So it's important, but it's important that you take a step back and you look at your circumstances and you answer a few basic questions. What specifically occurred during that hearing that made you feel that it went badly? Because let's be real, if you've got a judge that's gruff, or maybe you fumbled through your questions, or maybe the hearing was so short, or maybe the hearing was really long, it's so easy to get paranoid, especially when you walk out the door and the judge has not told you which way they're going. Trust, I so get that. I'm right there with you. But focus on the specifics. What exactly occurred in the hearing that lets you know that things went badly? Maybe because you felt the judge focused on one portion of your case a lot. Maybe the judge mentioned something about one of your doctors and you just noticed that he kept harping on that, or that she kept bringing up the fact about something you were supposed to get done, some treatment that you were supposed to get done that you didn't get done. Okay, so let's back it up a second. Now that you've had a chance to come out the hearing, grab your pen, grab your paper, get your pad, whatever device, whether you're old school and you're tactile and you want to use something to write on, or whether you have an iPad or a tablet, Galaxy, whatever. Write down what specific things that you think the judge focused on. Like if you notice that the judge was like, let's say that the judge kept asking the question, it's interesting you have a bad back, but I don't see any indication that the doctor was referring you to pain management or any type of specialist. Well, you know that the doctor did mention about returning you to or forwarding you to a specialist, but it's not in the file for the judge to see. So now you have to ask yourself, okay, write that down. Or maybe the judge says, it says here that you said you got some improvement from those shots in the back. I'm surprised they didn't order you for any more. Well, you know why they didn't order you for any more. You write that down too. So now that you've had a chance to digest what happened in the hearing, come back. Because the reality is you don't know specifically if that was something the judge had a problem with to begin with. You're just speculating. But for your own peace of mind, start writing down. Okay, let's stop for a second and let's analyze. What did the judge have a problem with? And let's see what we can do with that information going forward. Now, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about what happens when you're in that situation.
Under the Social Security regulations, representatives are permitted to practice before the administrative agency anywhere in the country, which means that when you're looking for a representative, you can find someone who doesn't necessarily have to be in your state if you're just going before the administrative agency. So it's possible to have an attorney or representative who's from Utah, even though you may be in Georgia. And our office is actually no different. So if you're wondering which states we cover, check this out. Now, the tricky part is once you have to sue the Social Security Administration. Under that situation, you want to have an attorney that's representing you in your jurisdiction. So if you have a representative who's in another state and you've gone all the way to the appeals council and you've been denied and you want to sue the Social Security Administration, make sure you ask that representative whether or not they can sue someone in that particular state.
Okay, we're back now. So you're in a situation where you have found yourself feeling like, oh my God, I had a horrible hearing, and you're thinking about what do I need to do to fix the situation. All right. As we mentioned before, focus on fixing the specifics. So for instance, like I told you before, let's say the judge says, hey, Mr. Such and such, it's interesting that your doctor didn't refer you to any specialists. Well, you know that she did, but you don't know why the judge would ask that when you're like, well, I know she did. Well, guess what? Maybe that's not in the records before the court. You need to go to your doctor and you say, hey, did you mention that you wanted me to go see an orthopedist or a pain man? Yeah. Did you put it in the records? Well, sure. Which ones do you have? Well, it was on the most recent one. Well, guess what? When you look at the list Social Security has, guess what? Those records that mention that, the judge doesn't have it. Great. Get those records, get in the file. Or maybe there's a situation where the doc says, you're like, hey, doc, I had a hearing with the judge. Judge makes a comment that, that you only sent me to get my shots in my back once. What's up with that? And maybe the doctor turns to you and says, well, I did that because you did see some improvement, but just the level of improvement wasn't to the level that I was satisfied with, so I didn't think it'd be worth wasting your time sending you back because you got some relief, but not a significant amount. Well, did you put that in your records? Well, no, not really. I need you to put that in your records because the court is under the impression that because you only sent me there once, that obviously I didn't need it. So I was like, oh, yeah. Make sure you focus on that. And here's the biggest thing I want you to focus on. Focus on doing it right now. Okay? And when I mean that, I'm not trying to be nasty or disrespectful. I need you to focus on that right now. The reason why I want you to focus on it right now is because it may take you a little bit to get that information. And you want to make sure you get that to the court as soon as possible. So, after you walk out the hearing, take a moment. If you had a feeling that the hearing didn't go as well as you like, if you got a representative, ask your rep. But if you're by yourself, do a little bit of self-evaluation. Write down the areas that you think may have been problematic and make us it. Focus on the specifics, not the emotion. And then take whatever steps you believe are necessary to correct those issues and get it into your file. And more importantly, don't just send it there blind and so forth. Send it there and confirm that it's received. So this way it can be made a part of your record and you can at least have some peace of mind that you have addressed, or at least to your best of your knowledge, address whatever issues that might have been cause for concern for both you as it relates to your hearing.
I want to thank all of you for engaging in the videos. Make sure you take the opportunity to send me any comments or send me any particular questions that you want me to have addressed here. As you know, this show is for you. And so the only way I can make sure that I can provide you some good information is if you provide me some good questions. Keep them coming, and right here on Q&A, Social Security Disability Today.